Welcome, and today we're going to be playing Victoria 2, and we're going to be playing as Serbia with the end goal of creating Yugoslavia. So Serbia starts out in a pretty bad position in the sandwich between the Austrian and Ottoman Empire, and as a result, the first thing you're going to do is research Romanticism so you can gain a ton of prestige. So Serbia currently has so little people in it that me putting the taxes all the way up on the upper class, on every single class, and the poor. The tariffs have no effect. I got like 6 extra pounds by taxing everyone at 100%. That's the little people are currently in Serbia at the moment. So the Ottoman Empire's sphere of influence collapsed because they became a secondary power, and I believe that means that I'll be sphered by Russia in a minute, and maybe I can start to kind of conquer some more land within the Yugoslav region, since I kind of need that. But yeah, the Ottomans are a secondary power, which is really good, because that means I'm no longer in anybody's sphere, except I'm about to be in Russia's sphere, which will be a really great positive, because I believe that will give me an alliance with them. So I just got sphered by Russia, which is great news, because that means they'll help me in beating up the Ottoman Empire, because the whole issue is that they're allied with Prussia, but they'll still be easy to work with the Russians on our side, but so we can go get all of our cores off of them, because the only reason why I'm a secondary power is because I've been prestige spamming. We have just gone to war with the Ottoman Empire. Romania broke out of the Ottoman sphere, so as a result, they're going to be on our side, and this might hopefully turn the tide against the Ottomans so I can take southern Serbia and more land so I can actually start to kind of have some regional power in the Balkans. We did it. Serbia has grown. If you're wondering why I didn't show any video of it, it was probably because I did a lot of save scumming to get it to look like this. So it would have been kind of hard to record, but here it is. We kind of formed the modern borders of Serbia, I believe, which is good because it also gave us some factories, which got me out of the bankruptcy that I had to declare, which is pretty good because now I can start making money and maybe actually pay off my debts. So I found kind of a bit of a loophole in that whenever there's like the conference that liberates parts of the Balkans, you can do this because for like an in-game month they're considered not sphered by anybody. So I've taken this little gap of time to kind of go see some land because things have not been great for Serbia this past couple years. So Hungary decided to go to war with me. It is obviously not working out for them, as you can tell, but in the process of that, I can also get the bit of land I need to be able to form Yugoslavia, because I need Croatia. I've got Bosnia. Once I basically own Croatia, I am able to form Yugoslavia, and all I need after that is nationalism and imperialism. Guess what time it is? It's time to form Yugoslavia, and as such, we'll actually just let the Bulgarians go for one important reason, because that'll break our alliance with Romania, and Romania is going to prove to be pretty useful at a future events, because I do kind of want to get the rest of the land that Yugoslavia had, kind of to their pre-collapse borders, but yeah. Yugoslavia is here, and it is here to stay and get Northern Macedonia once the Ottoman Empire decides to, leave Germany's sphere. So if you're wondering what I mean by decides to leave the sphere of influence of Germany, that's the fact that I think the Ottoman Empire has had like 4 revolutions since the game started, so I just need to wait like 10 years, and if I don't like their government, it'll change to a new one. Because for some reason, the Ottoman government is not really liked, probably because if you can't tell, they're kind of not really doing so hot. So at some point, somebody had, I don't know how I got this land, but I was in like a war with Romania, in which I was at war with Austria too, and I got this out of the peace deal. But the weird part of that peace deal is that I was already at peace with Austria. So for some reason, Romania and Russia thought that it was imperative that I were to get this chunk of Austria out of the war that I had just left. So a nation called Tatarstan was released from Russia. Sorry, they've been kind of gone through like 5 different revolutions, so I haven't been able to tell. But back to the main point, Tatarstan was released by America due to a crisis, and 5 seconds later, this happens. I don't think things are going well in Russia, and things aren't going well in Germany either. Also, I think they might be a bit dumb because they can sphere me, but they won't. This also might be the same logic that has caused them to be invaded by the United Kingdom. So we did lose Slovenia to the Germans. Not really a great thing to happen, but it's not the worst outcome. But yeah, that's just some news. Hopefully I'll be able to someday take the Ottomans, but at the same time I'm pretty sure the Germans are about to sphere me. But luckily they can't, because they have a truce with me, which makes it so they can't add influence, and I believe they can't do anything with influence during a truce. So I've been doing a bit of a side project of, well, a bit of annexing of Central Europe, as you can see. Been a big help. On an unrelated note, the Soviet Union has formed once again after forming before and then flipping back to the Russian Empire. So, you know, things are going great in Russia, as you can tell. That and Germany has continued to be an annoyance and has taken Istria, as I expected, because they took all of their cores off of me. So, Russia is currently in such a great state. Sorry, I mean the USSR. They've kind of flipped too many times now, but so they have the 2 military score, and now they're getting sieged out by Korea, of all things. So, you know, I don't think Russia's going to come back the same in this game, because they've currently fallen so far that I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I technically have more than 10 times the Soviet military score. So a bit of an update on Russia is that they're a secondary power now. And also North Korea has birthed itself, and now the DPRK owns all of this because they beat Russia, which is now a secondary power. Which, yeah, I still have more of a military score than them, and the best part is, looks like they're about to have another revolution. So, you know, I can't wait to go see some... What's the next great power up? Yeah, I can't wait to see Canadian, like, to see Canada trying to, like, outsphere Germany in Romania or some other dumb thing like that. So if you're wondering what my new war strategy is, ever since I got sphered by the German Empire, it's very simple. I just declare war on the country that I want, Galicia, Lombardia in this case, because I've kind of created a bit of a monster. I sit here and I just let the Germans take care of it for me. Because they aren't going to last long, and I want that 95 military score, well 96 industrial score, so I can, you know, kind of gain the upper hand in this whole industrial score thing, because I'm quite obviously not having the best of time with my industrial score, so instead I'll just let the Germans take care of my problems for me. Probably gonna come to shoot them in the foot whenever we become a great power and leave their sphere. So I went ahead and so I saw the event for the Treaty of Moscow, and I looked around at Russia, and I noticed something a bit different. So not only has, just a good chunk of Western Soviet Union left them, they're also sphered by Japan. So, you know, the Japanese Empire now extends into Ukraine, the United Baltic Provinces, and possibly, and it is almost touching Belarus too. So, you know, thank you Victoria too for just once again being completely also Kazakhstan for being completely insane. So currently the USSR is so weak that, they just lost a war to Tatarstan. They technically had the French help, but the French didn't even have time to arrive because Tatarstan managed to occupy a swathe of the USSR because they have double the military score that the USSR does. Yeah, I don't think Russia or the USSR, or whatever the next revolution name gives us, I don't think you're going to be coming back from this. Because you're currently a civilized nation now. So I've come up with a bit of a side project that is to seize Washington, D.C. from America by using the German Empire, because I'm kind of done with the game. I'm kind of completed, and so I've decided to solve the question that's been on everyone's mind since the 6th of January 2021. On that is, who shall control Washington? And the answer is Yugoslavia. So I was kind of dumb, and I forgot that you can't take the enemy nation's capital without annexing their nation as a whole, so as a result, I can't take Washington, D.C., so I'm just going to go take New York as a bit of a staging ground for my further invasions of America. But since I'm not strong enough to do that, I'll just go use my best BFF, Germany. This is such a broken war. Yugoslav conquest of New York. So it looks like World War I is finally about to start, but the sad part is there's like 2 months left of the game. And that's right, World War I's come back. Okay. I don't think I actually care. It's not like they're going to be able to do anything in the 2 months left of the game. But yeah, we did it. We got World War I to start. The game's going to finish up in about a month. And yeah, immediately we did it. We had a world war. It just took almost the entire game. So you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and gonna show off what the end game looks like. And here it is. Yugoslavia's here. I sadly never got New York, but you know, got World War I. So you win some, you'll lose some. If you thought this video was good, then please like and subscribe, and bye.